Multiplying binomials. Remember, the prefix bi means two. So this just means that we are multiplying together expressions that are made up of two terms. X plus 2 is a binomial. X plus 3 is a binomial. So I'm going to show you two methods that work well for multiplying binomials. The first one is called the box method. So I am going to make a 2 by 2 box or square, because my first term is made up of two, or from my first expression is made up of two terms, and my second expression is made up of two terms. So across the top, I'm going to place an x and then my plus 2, and then down the left edge, I'm going to place my x plus 3. So this is just our setup. And to fill in the squares, or to fill in our boxes, we are going to look up and left every single time. So for this first box right here, I'm going to multiply x times x, and that gives us x squared. For our next box, and it doesn't matter which order you go in, you just need to remember to always look up and all the way to the left. 2 times x gives us 2x. Then we move to our next box. Right here, I'm going to multiply x times 3, because we're always going up and left. X times 3 is just 3x. And then in our last box, we are going to be multiplying 2 times 3. And 2 times 3, of course, is just 6. So we have all of these terms inside of our box, and now we are going to look for our like terms. The like terms in this problem are the 3x and the 2x. They have the exact same variable with the same exponent. So x and x, they're both to the first power. So we're going to combine our like terms. X squared does not have a like term, so it's by itself. 3x plus 2x, that is going to give us a plus 5x. And then we have our 6 on the end. It is the only constant. And so x plus 2 times x plus 3 gives us x squared plus 5x plus 6. So people that like this method generally like things placed out nicely and neatly. They like everything to have its spot and an order. And then there are those that can do a lot of multiplying in their head, that sort of thing. Maybe you want a faster method or a neater looking method. I can show you. It's called double distribution here. So when we're multiplying, everything inside this first set of parentheses has to be multiplied by everything in the second set of parentheses. So we do a little bit at a time. So x is the first term. X needs to be multiplied by this x value, which gives us x squared. And then I have my x value needs to be multiplied to the 3. X times 3 just gives me a positive 3x. Now we move to the second term in our first binomial. 2 has to be multiplied to the x. 2 times x is just a positive 2x. And then this 2 also has to be multiplied by the 3. 2 times 3 gives us a positive 6. So I look at this expression now, and I notice that these two middle terms are like terms. I can combine them together because they both have an x value to the first power. So let's combine everything that we can combine. X squared does not have a like term, so we just bring it down. 3x plus 2x gives us a positive 5x, so plus 5x. And then 6 is our constant, so it's just by itself on the end. Either way, you can use the box method or you can use double distribution. Let's do one more example. 2x plus 3 times 3x minus 4. Again, because these are both binomials, I am going to create a box that is 2 by 2. So my first, let's use orange this time. 2x plus 3 I'm going to put across the top. 2x and then our plus 3. And then down the left side, I'm going to have our 3x minus 4. 3x and our minus 4. And remember, every single time you're always going to multiply up and left. So for this first box, I'm multiplying 2x times 3x. And of course, 2x times 3x gives us 6x squared. Our next box, we go up and left. So we have 3 times 3x, which gives us 9x. Our next box right here, up and left, 2x times negative 4 is going to give us our negative 8x. And then inside our last box, we have 3 times negative 4. 3 times negative 4 is going to give us a negative 12. And then when I look at my values inside my box, I can see that I have both a 9x and a negative 8x that we need to combine together. These two values I am going to combine together because they are like terms. So 6x squared does not have a like term to go with it, so I'm just going to bring it down. 9x minus 8x, or you can say negative 8x plus our 9x, either way, is a positive 1x, or just x. And then I have our minus 12 there on the end. That's our box method. If you want to use your double distribution method, you're going to end up with this same answer. So let's multiply 2x times 3x. That's going to give us a 6x squared. Or we can multiply, or then we should multiply 2x times negative 4, which gives us our minus 8x. Then we can multiply our 3 times 3x is going to give us our positive 9x. And then 3 times negative 4 is going to give us our minus 12. So I look at this expression and I check for like terms. I see that I have a negative 8x and a positive 9x together that I can combine. So we end up with 6x squared, and negative 8x plus 9x gives me a positive 1x, or just x, and then our minus 12. Either way, we get the same answer. It's just all dependent upon your personal preference.